Hello to all, welcome back. And today we're going to be doing a little exercise I made up. Similar to blob drawings, where you make an irregular shape and then you make something out of it. But instead of blobs, I'm using circles. I figure it's the easiest shape to make something out of, and I already have ideas as to what to make them. And what I'm thinking is cute round animals. First one obviously has to be a bunny. Can't have a collection of cute critters without involving the cutest one. Different family members have had pet rabbits before. I just think they're neat. With the exception of when they get you with their teeth. That's actually pretty painful. Shout out to my niece's rabbits, Potato and Ender. Gone but not forgotten. And can't forget a cute button tail and little paws. The next animal I have in mind is a frog. And I'll be honest, they're not the first creature I think of when I think of cute and cuddly. But I couldn't exclude them since I draw them round in my style anyway. In particular, I have a set of rainbow frogs that I sell that has the same design. If the design ain't broke, why fix it? I think it still looks pretty cute. Its chubby cheeks and equally chubby limbs. Oh, and what's this? A change of camera angle to keep you guys on your toes. And speaking of keeping you on your toes, I bet you didn't expect this animal next. I'm drawing a raccoon. And again, not a creature you traditionally think of when thinking of cute animals. But how can I resist an animal that looks like a cartoonish bandit? It's got a silly mask and some stripes. Not to mention its black paws, which looks like it has black gloves on. Perfect for being sneaky. Next up, we have what I would think would be a little bluebird. Of all the creatures here, I think a bird really exemplifies what a round creature is. In mobile games, it's very popular to see them depicted with a circular shape. My favorite being the blueberry birds from Cookie Run Kingdom. Now this one I kind of regret doing on a smaller circle, given its usually larger stature. But all in all, a round bear could be cute. It's kind of giving the baby versions of We Bare Bears. But they're a little more oblong than a regular circle. For this top circle, once again I regret using a big circle instead of a little one, because I couldn't get the ears proportioned along how I like. Because I always depict foxes with slightly longer ears. In hindsight, I really should have swapped the bear and the fox for their sizes. But when it comes to how they were actually drawn out, I think I like it. This last one was instantly inspired by the Pokemon's feel. Look at it, it's just so round and perfect. The true embodiment of spherical animal. So I had to get my own take on it too. It was surprisingly easy to draw all the seal features. Up next we have the inking as always. And something that I need to work on is how hard I grip my pen. Though it's not noticeable in the recording, I'm very heavy-handed. It leaves imprints of the design on the other side of the page. I think it's me compensating for the fact that I can't keep my hand steady, so I try to force it to be steady. So either I have a lighter hand, but the lines come out a little wobbly, or my lines are steady, but it imprints into the next paper. Just another one of those things that I'm gonna have to learn how to manage. On my seemingly never-ending list of things I need to do differently. Like one of the things my therapist suggested was a little controller adapter. It's a joystick controller with programmable buttons, and it's used for one hand. Whether I'd be able to get any use out of it remains to be seen, but it's cool to have an accessible controller for everyone else. Ooh, especially since the day that I'm recording this, Nintendo Direct just came out. My best friend immediately called when the news for Kingdom Hearts 4 dropped. And though I was in a room full of crowded people, I was still freaking out. Back in my day, we had to wait 2 decades for a game to pass. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little. But the jump between Game 2 and Game 3 was about 15 years. Though they did make games for the franchise itself, it was never the main story. I can go on and on about Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, or Dream Drop Distance, or 258 over 2 days. Crazy how much they could produce without the main character of the story in the game. Maybe I'm so prickly because the said main character is actually one of my favorite characters in the series. Who could ever hate the main character of Plucky-Go-Lucky Sora? And honestly, so much BS happens to him and he doesn't deserve any of it. He just deals with one problem after another. And he doesn't even get acknowledged as a true master despite everything he's done. I think saving the universe at least 3 times, you deserve some kind of title. But that aside, when it comes to the lore and the story, don't ask me about it. If you have questions on what the game is about, don't ask me about it. Not because I don't want to talk about it. I would love to talk about Kingdom Hearts extensively. I love the franchise, but I'm not delusional enough to think there was some coherent story or underlying theme going on through it. Like, technically, one character is a replica of Sora made by the bad guy, using Sora's memories as a failsafe for the other not Sora, in case he didn't go along with his evil schemes. And that's just a character in one game that isn't even around for the whole series. That is the level of convoluted that I have to deal with when playing this game. Truly, at this point, I just invested too much of my life into Sora. I need him to have a happy ending. To be honest, he deserves to go through a depressive phase. I wouldn't blame him. There's only so much that a person can take before snapping, and he's reached his happy-go-lucky limit. But I wonder what other Disney properties they'll force upon him. I think Frozen and Tangled were just put in because they were popular at the time. Maybe it's just because I'm an adult, but it's hard for me to picture a recent Disney or Pixar film that's done really, really well. But to be fair, I guess I'm just not their target audience anymore. Not like other indie animation. Specifically Glitch Productions, they've captured my eye in a way that mainstream media hasn't. Their series The Amazing Digital Circus has just recently hit its end. And even though it'll be released on YouTube, their final episode debuted on the big screen, in theaters. I would have loved to go see it, but 1, I'm in rehab. 2, the tickets are probably sold out. And 3, I have no one to go with. Now, to the potential people watching this being like, oh, I would have gone with you. It just wouldn't feel right subjecting you to a movie about a series that you'd know nothing about. Plus, I don't want to be awkwardly crying with the finality of it all while you just sit there. I want it to be an experience where I can fully enjoy it without judgment. So right now, it's just a matter of waiting for its online release and avoiding spoilers. Now that all my ranting is done, I'll focus on coloring with a brief musical interlude. here's the finished result. Don't mind the seal. The seal is white. I should definitely do more coloring because I'm pretty insecure about how it looks, given it's very scratchy. But the animals themselves, I think, turned out pretty decent. Anyways, hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.